Hello and welcome to BIO111. So you will be in the summer class for BIO111, which is an accelerated class. It's an 8-week term, which means you will do the same amount of work that a 16-week course does, but in half the time. So it's going to be very fast-paced with a lot of work. This class is normally 6 contact hours per week, but because, and I tell you here, because this is a 16-week class condensed into 8 weeks, it would actually, if you were attending this seated, it would be a 12 contact hour class. So you'd be seated in class for 12 hours a week. So go ahead and prepare to spend about 12 to 18 hours a week on this class if you want to do well. So here is our welcome announcement. Tells you the first thing you need to do is get started with orientation. Here's our Start Here orientation button. Takes you in to the orientation folder. You will open the orientation folder and then do each step. There will be 13 steps total with several assignments that you will do, quizzes you'll take, things you'll submit. And so when you go to submit, where it says, where you see this icon, this is a learning assessment results. So you would click and submit your learning assessments within these links. So there are several items to submit and several quizzes to take within the orientation. Once you finish the orientation, during the orientation you will review the syllabus. You can always find the syllabus back in the orientation, or you can find it under the syllabus and course resources guide. From day one, because we use direct, you're integrated into the mastering site. So to access the mastering site, you will click on the Mastering Biology. Lecture and lab is where you'll find all your assignments. Also, as part of your orientation, you'll make sure that you have Respondus downloaded and that it is working. You will be required to take a seated final. You will need to come to one of the 3 campuses, Academic Assistance Center. It'll be the last Monday, Tuesday of the class. So that would be May 6th, 7th, 18th, and 19th. So May 18th and 19th, you will need to come take a seated final at one of the Academic Assistance Centers, and I will send out a sign-up sheet for that. I will also be sending out a sign-up sheet first thing for you to tell me where you want to pick up your lab kit. We will be supplying you a free lab kit, and you'll need to come to one of the 3 campuses to pick that lab kit up. You will be picking the lab kit up on May 31st and June 1st, and your first lab kit labs will be due on June 2nd. Although the first lab with water, properties of water, a lot of that you could do without the lab kit. And if you have a dropper bottle of some sort, you can do all of it without the lab kit. So you'll get when you get your lab kit, you're going to want to click on it, make sure you have all the lab materials. I will also give you a lab kit quiz where you will check off everything. But as I said, with this Module 1 lab kit, the only thing you would need out of the lab kit is a pipette, something like a dropper bottle to drop drops of water onto a coin, and 2 paper cups. And so if you have those, you can actually carry out Module 1 without the lab kit. Also within the lecture lab area, you have module folders, and so this is how your work will be presented to you each week. In the module folder, you will find a summary of what will be due each week. You will have a module study guide. You also have possible written exam questions. So these are the questions that can show up on your exams. So it is good to go ahead and do those as you go through the chapters. Most everything will be in a PDF or Word. If something is missing and you need it, let me know. You will have lecture resources. We have instructor-generated videos. Some of them are done by me. Others are done by some other lab instructors, Miss Nipper and Miss Guzman. And so you can find instructor-generated videos in here. I think I did both of these. You can find the PowerPoints in there. You can find Chapter 1 videos, additional Chapter 2 videos, so ones that are created by like Crash Course or Amoeba Sisters, some other YouTube channel. Also, in each module folder, You will find your written homework. So you'll have homework you'll hand in each week. Again, a submission link to hand in that homework. And we're going to do 2 modules a week a lot of times. So you're going to be covering probably 3 to 4 chapters a lot of weeks because we have to do it in a condensed time period, the 8-week time period. You have your bonus quiz in module 1, but you won't have a bonus quiz in every module. And then you'll have a lecture quiz for each module. You will also have a lab in each module. Right now you can't see the lab because you have to submit your safety contract before the module 1 lab folder will show. And so that's why it's not showing right now, because I haven't submitted my safety contract. And that safety contract you can find back in Start Here Orientation. And it's going to be the very last step 13 safety contract. So read it, sign it, and submit it as step 13 of the orientation. You also have a orientation discussion board that you need to go in. Initial post will be due Friday the 20th. With all replies by the 24th, you're graded on a rubric. So your initial post will get you 80 points. Every additional reply from your classmates to your classmates will get you 4 points. So 5 students that you reply to will get you the 20 points you need for 100. Any additional over that will give you 1 bonus point, but a max of 102. And again, the Mastering Biology over here, go to the Mastering Course Home. And it'll have you continue in a new window. And then from this, you can see your assignments. And so the dynamic study modules are always, but you can see the due dates. You have Introduction to Mastering Biology due on Monday, May 23rd. And then it'll show you past due assignments. So this is where you'll see all your mastering work. The other place where you can see everything condensed into one location is with our course calendar. So the course calendar is a great place. Oh, and you guys can't see it because it's on student preview and it's not technically open. Here's what your course calendar would look like when you get to see it. So that's last semester. But on your course calendar, you'll see everything. You can see you need to do your orientation discussion board by the 20th, Introduction to Mastering by the 23rd. This is all the orientation assignments due on the 24th. Your first module, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 on the 25th. Written homework on the 26th. You will also have your first lab, Atomic Structure Lab, a virtual lab due here. The Module 1 lab kit lab, like I said, you can probably do it without the lab kit, but if you have to wait until you pick it up over here on the 31st, then you will have 2 labs actually due, 2 lab kit labs due on June 2nd. And so this is a great place to keep up with what everything is due and when it is due. And always email me. If I don't answer you in 24 hours, email me again. I don't consider it bothering me. I usually will answer within an hour or 2 as long as it's between 8 and 5 and on a weekday. And I tend to answer on weekends. But if I don't answer, be sure to email me again, please. I think that is, and you can see your grades here. And so you can see all my grades. This is my view. Let me go back to student view. And back over here, my grades. And so hopefully I have gotten you oriented to the class. All your work again, mainly under the lecture lab, discussion forums under this, and then the Mastering Biology work can be found under this button. So these are the 3 main buttons you'll be doing a lot with. And also I'll have a virtual office hour. That link isn't posted yet, but I will have a link for my virtual office in here. So all you have to do is click on that link to join my virtual office hour, which is most likely going to be on Tuesdays from 9:30 to 10:30. But if you need to meet outside of that office hour, be sure to let me know. I'll be glad to set up another appointment with you. So I look forward to working with you this semester. And like I said, be ready. We're going to do a 16-week course in 8 weeks, so it's going to be a quick ride. Have a great one.